In the NBA, I don't think there's a single topic where everyone is in agreement. In all my days, all the debates, takes, forums, media, I have never seen everyone come together and agree on anything. Until a few days ago. All thanks to this man. In a collective act unlike anything we have ever seen, NBA players have joined forces all to tell this guy he's wrong. The worst part? He might be right.
I have to watch the NBA Finals, and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what?
Son, don't he look like the mascot from the Minnesota Golden Gophers? Bro, this nigga look bad funny. Nah, I'm not even. Let me stop violent. But, bro, it's a reason why the NBA is a league comprised of all the best top athletes of what? Not just America, but all of the world. In fact, who just won the championship? The Denver Nuggets. Who's their best player on the Denver Nuggets? A dude from Serbia. World champion because this has been proven for years. 76 years of the tip top best players that want to play here. We're not playing in Europe. Playing in America. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Like, what are we talking about?
World champion of what?
Let me see what Jimmy High Ruler got to say, bro. And plus, on top of that, right, bro, we're the best when it comes to the Olympics, where it is America versus, well, all the countries versus each other. So, what are we talking about here, bro? Even if we do it that way, like, even if I remember I was watching Gilbert Arenas pod, and they was asking a chance. It's like, yo, if the Denver Nuggets right now played your team, he said he played for like Lebanon or some shit. The Denver Nuggets play your team right now. Who you think is winning? And they said we got a shot. Everybody there was just looking at him like, get the out of here, bro. Come on, son. Kenya Moore was looking at him like, bro, you out of your mind? Like, we talking about the Denver Nuggets. We talking about Jokic. Like, what are we talking about here, bro? Now, all right, granted, all right, if y'all even want to put the best players in their league, for instance, let's just say we put in Giannis in Greece or some shit, right? Bro, he has his team, right? It's not the best players comprised of that whole league, just that team. Whoever was on his team versus, let's just say, I don't know, the 2016 Golden State Warriors. Who winning? Come on, bro. Who's winning? They all American. That was all stars on that team. We got KD, we got Curry. You feel me? Come on. We had Clay. Come on, bro. Who's winning that? I said 2016, 2017. Even in 2016, bro, nobody's being Curry and Clay. Like, and then they're supporting Cavs. Like, come on, bro.
That's BETTER. Not very often do the worlds of track and field and basketball converge. I would know. They're my two favorite sports.
Oh, also too, right? If you want to be specific, right? The dude that's saying this, right? He's a track and field dude. So like, all right. That's easy for you to say. It's only you. Granted, you are comprised of a team, but nigga, if you're the fastest runner in the world, of course, you're going to be the fastest runner from America. So of course you could say, oh yeah, the NBA, the world. What are you talking about, the world? Like, but bro, they play in the Olympics too, bro. If they win this year, well, this is not the Olympics, but like they win a World Cup, right? A few World Cup. Would that make them the best in the world of this summer, of this year, right? Like, come
They
on,
virtually
bro.
exist in two
'cause
different planes
you
of
could-
reality. But a few days ago, the two sports collided, all thanks to one little interview that got blown completely out of proportion. So what better opportunity for me to blow it even more out of proportion? You see this guy right here? This is Noah Lyles. He's the fastest man in the world. And this past week, he pulled off the coveted triple gold at the 2023 World Championships, winning the 100, the 200, and the 4x100 relay.
shit, I didn't
a
even
feat
know
that
that.
hasn't been pulled off on the world.
See, that's impressive. Now he could say what? You're the best in the world. Feel me? He go to Olympics next year, win all the gold. The best in the world. You do that in sports too. I mean, you do that in team sports too, like basketball, baseball, football, right? Because bro, when they play in the, we beat everybody for that goal in 1992 when the Dream Team. You wouldn't they be considered the best in the world, bro? Like fuck everything, bro. That is the best team assembled, bro. Like and they're all what American, bro, and they beat everybody from where? All the countries and the Olympics. Like what are we talking about, bro?
2016 by an athlete y'all may or may not be familiar with, named Usain Bolt. Yeah, Noah Lyles is really good.
I don't
And
nobody's
after
beat
his
any of his
historic week on the track,
Usain
Lyles
Bolt's,
had some
records.
strong words about the idea of being a world champion and how some leagues use the title when they probably shouldn't.
That hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their
World
head.
champion on they
World
head.
champion of what? The
This
United
nigga like a
States?
chipmunk, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I love the U.S. at times, but that ain't the world.
Nigga, who you defending for? America, right? Like, come on, shut up. Like, shut
That is
up.
not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
You know why ain't no flags in the NBA, my nigga? Take a good guess. Everybody come here, my nigga. Everybody comes here, bro. It's not, oh, the best niggas in the NBA just play. Everybody, best niggas from America just playing in one league. No, we got the best players from everywhere, bro. We got the best players from everywhere playing in one specific league, bro.
Now, this sentiment of a domestic league claiming a world championship despite never facing other countries to win.
Now, I'm not even gonna hold you. If we want to talk about like baseball or something, baseball, Dominicans and all the Spanish countries might have it, bro, because the best players comprised out of MLB. Most of the players is like from specifically like Puerto Rico or Dominican Republic. So like now if when they do the baseball classic or whatever, the World Cup for that, right? It's actually some challenges, right? But still, like, what are we? They come to
has been
MLB.
echoed for
All
years,
of them come to the MLB to
and
play.
It makes sense. In order to be a world champion, you need to beat the rest of the world. In 2010, Greg Popovich, who has been the head coach of the U.S. men's national team since 2019, said it doesn't make sense for an NBA team to call themselves the world champion.
Bro, of course you're gonna say that, bro. Look at your franchise. Look at the dynasty that you had, bro. Everybody that you had that was nice came from another country, bro. Of course you're gonna say Popovich. Like you didn't coach Michael Jordan. You coached Tim Duncan. Like where you from? Like somewhere the Virgin Islands or where you from? I know you from like the Caribbean or some shit like that. Like, and you had niggas from Argentina. You had France. Like, bro, you didn't have. Oh yeah, the only bona fide All Star you had was you had a few. You had what's his name? You had Robinson, and then recently you had Kawhi. But most of your players came from, of course, overseas. Of course you want to say that, bro.
I don't remember anybody playing anybody outside of our borders to get that tag. Popovich, along with countless others, agree with Lyles. There's not really much to debate here. Until NBA players saw the interview.
But what? Nah, they wildin'. Bro, I want that. We smoking, bro. That's a fact. They not lying, bro. They are ODing, bro.
In the most unanimous voice of opinion I've ever seen in my 7 years covering the NBA, players across the league chimed in on the discussion. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Damian Lillard, Draymond Green, Aaron Gordon. The whole damn NBA pulled up to drop off their 2 cents about Noah Lyles' comments. Have you ever seen anything like this? This man had the whole league descending on him over a few words. Every single one of them in universal agreement that the team that wins the NBA Finals are, in fact, the world champions. And you know what? They're right. The team that wins the
We got, end the video, we got Jimmy Hot Roller saying they're right, bro. He said they're right, bro. You know it, right? Now he about to go evidence that, oh, they're right. Like, come on.
Finals in any given season
what we talking about?
Are the world champions. And here's why. See, I love track and field. I ran it in college. It was my best sport. One of my closest friends, CJ Allen, represented the US and ran at the World Championship meet this past week. And so I feel I have a solid perspective on this debate. I understand where Noah is coming from. He didn't just earn the title of world champion by simply being the best in the world. He earned the title by beating the best in the world. The title of world champion doesn't inherently come from being the best in the world.
Like, if we had an all-star weekend like Olympics, right? Like, let's just say after the Olympics is done and we had like a single competition, right? For instance, like the 3-point shootout on all-star weekend. Who do you think is winning that out of everybody in the world, bro? If Curry came to defend his country that year, who do you think is winning that? I'll wait. Bro, come on, son. We had the best dunking I mean, I don't know. It's nice dunkers everywhere, but let's just say at 04 it was trash too in the early 2000s. America was to play, but nigga, who would have won the dunking contest? VC, come on, bro. Nigga would have been killed, bro. Come on, what we talking about?
It comes from winning a competition
still
that includes
them,
the entire world. Or does it? See, in most other sports, like the vast majority of sports, in order to be crowned a world champion, you must win some form of competition or tournament on a world scale. Whether it's the World Championships, the Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, even the Little League World Series. A lot of sports fans believe the route to win a world title means beating the rest of the world, and rightfully so. But when it comes to basketball, specifically the NBA, I would disagree. The NBA, despite the word national literally being in the name, is a league comprised of the best basketball players in the world. It isn't some second-rate league. It isn't a sport that's only played here in the States. It is by far the best basketball league on the planet. In fact, out of 537 active NBA players, 128 of them are international players. That's 24% of the league. The OKC
24%. Really think about that. That's 24% of the league. So that means the best comprised players is only about a quarter of what the best of the best league, bro. So that means the rest of that's 76% are what? Americans. Come on, bro. Now give it. Now don't lie. In the next 10 to 20 years, it is gonna be probably like 50% of like people from all over the world in the NBA. But right now, it's 24%, bro. Like, even still, if it's 50%, that means 50% of Americans are playing. So that means just one country is playing that's the best of the best. Like, come on, what are we talking about, bro? Like, oh man.
Thunder have 9 international players from 5 different countries on their roster alone. Unlike a sport like American football, which is almost exclusively played in the US.
See, and look, football, right? American football, we will be considered the best because most people that play football are American. Like, granted, you have people like from Australia or Somalia or whatever, they come play whatever, but that's like what, less than 10% of people. Now, if you want to say like out of every sport that could say they the world champions that's not from America, we could say soccer, because the best leagues is in Europe. You feel me? So like in that case, yeah, they would be considered the world champs. A team somewhere in Europe would be like, oh yeah, we the best assembled, right?
Basketball is a worldwide sport with leagues around the globe. The best players from every country all ending up in the NBA. Now sure, the NBA Finals,
we give it like a few more years, bro. Saudi Arabia, they giving bags to people, so that league might be the best league coming soon, because then if all the best talent, they pay all the best talent to come over there. What makes that the best league? Right now, that league is trash, but now they getting Cristiano Ronaldo. They getting all the people, you feel me? Giving them the bag. Now, if they all come there, that would be considered the best league in the world. So then they could be like the world champs.
isn't technically the world championship by definition, but an NBA championship team is naturally the world champions since the league is home to the best talent in the world. Would it be anything more than a formality to send, let's say, the Denver Nuggets to Spain to play the Real Madrid basketball club,
killing them,
parade around the world to prove they are definitively the world champs?
They're killing them.
No. And yet, that is exactly what some NBA teams do. Since 1984, and held nearly every year since, a handful of NBA teams play exhibition games against international teams. And since 1984, there have been 178 of these NBA team versus international team games. Of those 178 games, NBA teams have won 161 of them, giving NBA teams a win percentage against international teams over the last 4 decades of 90%.
4 decades.
In fact, the NBA's record against international teams over the last 42 games is 41-1. Look at this. The Blazers were one of the worst teams in the league last season, won only 33 games. I would know, unfortunately, they're my team. Last October, they faced this team, a team out of the Israeli National Basketball League with a name I won't even try to pronounce. And the Blazers blew them out by 53 points.
Come on, bro. We talking about a scrub team. The best player on the team is Damian Lillard. Everybody else, feel me? And look, they scraped a team from another country, bro. Come on, bro. And that's just Damian Lillard and like a supporting cast. So you talking about the Denver Nuggets that just won, playing against, I don't know, what's the best league? What's the best team in Spain? Who's winning, bro? Come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro? Because you know why? The best player in Spain is going to go to the NBA. Like if he's like 18 right now, guess what he's going to do next year? The next year or two, he's going to take his ass to the NBA. Luka Doncic, for instance, bro, that nigga was like 15, 16, cooking niggas when he was over there. But what happened when he came of age? Oh nah, I cooked niggas in this one. Now I gotta go to the best league and cook niggas over there. Like, come on, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about?
Here's another game from last season where a ragtag OKC Thunder lineup played a game against a team from the Australian National Basketball League and beat them by 33 points.
Get them niggas buckets.
Half of these Thunder players don't even see the court in the NBA, and they still blew this team out. In 2019, the Cavaliers, who were the worst team in the entire league, faced off against one of the better teams in South America and smoked them by 31. This Cavs team was the worst team in the entire NBA, and they still ran a premier international team out of the building. Just look at these results from past games. They're almost all like this.
Damn.
NBA teams don't face international teams for world basketball supremacy because they don't need to. The best teams in the world, without exception, are all here in the NBA. If there was a world tournament for every pro basketball team to have a shot at winning a world championship, the last team standing would just be NBA teams. And then we just added a whole bunch of steps to what we already know as the NBA playoffs. But you don't even have to look into international competition to see how the NBA...
All these teams right here, bruh, they're killing them, bruh. Like, let's just say Lakers play whatever team in Greece. Curry team, the Golden State Warriors playing whatever team in Serbia. The fucking Suns play any team in Europe or whatever. Bro, come on, like Spain or something, or like what are we talking about, bro?
Is a worldwide league. Last season, 6 of the top 8 NBA MVP candidates were international players.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. If we get it like this, for instance, we get it like this, right? With USA versus the world, that might be a challenge there. Cause look at this team. Let's really think about it. Murray, Doncic, fucking Giannis. We got Embiid and Jokic. But I'm not gonna say they cooking them because look who we got US. This is gonna be a great game though. That's what I'm saying. We got Curry, we got James, we got Durant, we got Tatum, we got Leonard. Like, bro, that's not gonna be a cake and a walk. Like, that's gonna be a hard-fought game. And that's still gonna give my money to US, bro. Come on, bro. We got the best shooter in the world. We got probably one of the best playmakers of all time. Best score. I mean, he's scoring the best scorer of all time, scoring leader. Got one of the best scorers ever, like Durant. You feel me? Like Kawhi, he's getting crazy. Tatum's getting crazy. Come on, bro. Yeah, I still got my bet on US. I still got my bet on US versus the world.
A worldwide league.
Sorry,
Last season,
six
world,
but
of the top 8 NBA MVP candidates were international players. The player who won the award, an international player, as was the MVP in 2022 and 2021 and 2020 and 2019. And in terms of odds, the player who is favored to win the MVP this upcoming season is an international player. So is the player in second and third and fourth. The first overall pick in this year's NBA draft is from France. And this is really nothing new. 10 years ago, the San Antonio Spurs roster consisted of 10 international players, which was more than the number of US-born players on their roster. Now, we do not have a world championship tournament or competition for individual teams, and I don't think we will anytime soon. But we do have the next best thing, the Olympics and the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And you don't need to be a fan of basketball to know how these games play out. In 1992, the USA men's national team began filling their roster with professional players from the NBA as opposed to amateur players like they did in past years. This is what led to the inception of the Dream Team. And since 1992, the US men's basketball team has played in 15 world basketball tournaments.
And in 1992, bro, it fucked everything, bro. When one player walked down the fucking anywhere over there in Barcelona, it was all eyes on him. And what player was that? It was Michael Jeffrey Jordan, bro. So now we want to talk about the best player in the world. That was the best player in the world, bro, hands down. Not even just by statistics speaking, like just his aura. The best player in the world. Where he from? America. Feel me? This niggas from over there. Yo, can you sign my basketball shoe? Michael Jordan, I love you. Feel me? Like, come on, bro. In fact, around that time, all the Michaels was nice. Mike Jack, Mike Jordan, all the niggas, they all from America. For me, like, what are we talking about,
both the
bro?
Olympics and the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Out of those 15 world tournaments, the US won 10 of them and medaled in 13. Their total win-loss record throughout that 32-year span,
early 2000s,
111
trash.
and 12. 12 losses in 32 years. The average margin of victory for the US men's basketball team in international competition, plus 26 points per game. For perspective, the largest margin of victory throughout the 2023 NBA season was plus 6.5 by the Boston Celtics. The worst team in the NBA last season had a margin of victory of -10. When the US sends out a basketball team for international competition, the gap between them and the rest of the world is larger than the gap between the best NBA team and the worst NBA team. So, does winning the NBA Finals truly make a team the world champions?
Yes.
Well, technically
no, but yes.
They don't face any international teams, they don't win a world competition, so by definition, they are not world champions. But I mean, come on. This argument is sheer technicalities and semantics. You point me to the team outside of the US that can beat the Denver Nuggets or the Miami Heat, the Boston Celtics, or the LA Lakers, and I'll point you to a world champion. Being the best in the world doesn't simply make you the world champion, and beating the best in the world surely does. But what if the best in the world are all playing in the same league, and you and your team are the winners of that league? Well, in my opinion, for whatever it's worth, that makes you the world champions.
Thank you. Like, for me, thank you, Jimmy Howell, for this well executed video essay. You feel me? That's just the main thing right there, bro. All the best players assembled in one league, bro. That's all you need to say, bro. That's all niggas need to say, like, to be like, yes, we will be considered. Technically, it wouldn't be considered the world champs, but yes, we're the world champs because everybody want to come here. Great video.